Well, hello and welcome to the channel. Don't you just get sick of finishing up on the trail, loading up your footage from your action camera, GoPro, Osmo, whatever it might be, and it looks something like this? Well, I for one have certainly lost countless hours of footage, and I've got to say really good footage as well, in areas that I might not go back to for quite a long time. And if the experience of viewing it is quite bad for me, I'm certainly not going to put it out there on YouTube and expect viewers to watch it. So unfortunately it ends up going in the recycle bin. I've just recently purchased a product, it's called Xclear, and that goes on the lens and protects the other areas of the camera as well actually. I'm going to show you how to install this and put this to the ultimate test for the next 3 or 4 months, especially in the UK weather as it stands at the moment, which is pretty horrendous. But let's get straight to it. First of all, here's the Xclear kit. One thing I will say is I find it really expensive. It was $19.99 direct from their website. You can get cheaper kits out there, have a look on Amazon, but for the one for the GoPro 8, I could only find it on the website itself, and that price obviously doesn't change. And maybe if they spent a little bit less on the packaging, because the actual bits you get inside surely are not worth that $19.99 price tag. Designed in the UK, there is a disclaimer on there, it's not going to repel absolutely everything, and when you do get those sort of tiny water drops on there, it may struggle to get rid of those, but for the bigger side of it, it's going to clear your picture up as you're going down the trail with a bit of speed, because with that wind coming over the GoPro, it should hopefully clear it out, just like it would on your windscreen. But you get some stuff in there, and we'll go through the installation. I've watched it from their actual YouTube tutorial, so hopefully it goes as smoothly for me. So first things first, you get an alcohol wipe in the kit, and you can use this for the front to just clear it down. Just make sure, clean that properly. And the front is the main one for me. You do get one of those Xclear pads for the back also, and you can clean that, but I'm just going to leave the back screen for today. Once you've used the alcohol wipe, you get a lint-free cloth in there, so just wipe off, get that area nice and dry. And then also you get this, the dust collector. So take it off, and then you use it to stick to the screen to take any dust off, which I've never seen before. So there you go. With the actual Xclear kit itself, here it is. So you take this side off, and then I have to concentrate here, line it up best you can. Nerve-wracking at 20 pounds, and then drop it in place. Once you've done that, I'm going to use the lint-free cloth just to press it into place a little bit better. I'm actually really satisfied that that went on quite well. I saw some installation videos on YouTube, and they dropped it on wonky. They had loads of air bubbles in there. Looked awful. When you spend that sort of money, this is the last thing you want to be peeling off again. So it's kind of a one-shot deal, I suppose. And that is looking as good as I'm going to get it, so I'm really pleased with that. I wasn't going to film the back, but just looking back at my footage there, I can see that you can't really see some of the things I'm going on about there. So I'm going to stick the back one on now, and using that alcohol wipe, just going to clean the screen, get rid of those fingerprints, bits of dirt that might be there. Using the cloth just to dry it up as much as you can. But then I'm going to continue to use that dust sticker from before. Which is pretty cool. Easy to use. And this time sticking the bigger one on. So like the front one there that you couldn't quite see, there's this sticker, it comes off. Make sure not to put your fingers underneath because you don't want any fingerprints everywhere, so just hold it on the side and then just place it down best you can. And then, ooh, nerve-wracking. And then drop it into place. You can just see the air coming out of it now. So not as smooth as the front, but if I press it, it straight away the adhesive is set to the bottom, so that's good. And you can see there the finish is actually not bad. Not as quite accurate over here, but it doesn't matter. It offers that protection to the screen, and ultimately stops the water gathering on there as well, which is the whole purpose of it. So just so I can demonstrate nice and close, there it is. It looks very smart on there. I've done that probably as neat as I was ever going to get that on the front, so I'm really happy. Just got to take your time. Quite a bit of pressure with the camera on there to get that right. I would have been absolutely devastated at 20 pounds to have got that wrong. So as you can see from the back, I didn't line it up perfectly. I'm really not bothered. There's just a little bit more of a gap at the left-hand side than the right, but it's going to protect the screen where it's needed. The marks that you see on there already are just a couple of marks that I had on the camera already, because they do scratch really easy on the rear. I'm not even bothered about that in the slightest, to be honest, but seeing as the kit costs 20 quid, I'm going to stick it on anyway, get the maximum out of it. And also, just on the front, you get an additional one that I've also put on there. I didn't want to show you me installing that. It's not the expensive versions that you see on the front and back. It's just a protective sticker. So that's on there as well to protect this little screen here. So at $19.99, I think it's quite expensive. I said that at the beginning. For what it is, maybe remove some of that packaging. The actual contents could be cheaper. And I'll come back with a longer term review in about 3 or 4 months' time to let you know how I'm getting on and whether there's a significant improvement within my footage for the GoPro. But if you like what you've seen, what would be fantastic is if you gave it a thumbs up. Throw your comments in down below, because I'm always interested to hear what you have to say. And of course, press the logo down there, the subscribe button, and come back for more content. And hope you like what you've seen here. Until then, I'll see you for the next one.